So a lot of you saw the video I did about what kind of kit you need to start racing, so I thought I'd follow it up 3.3 thousand views later with a little video about sort of how to take care of the helmet, how to clean it, polish the visor, all of that good stuff, put anti-fog on. So stay tuned and we'll get all of it covered in this video. Alright, so we're going to start off just looking at these two screws on the side where the visor connects to the helmet, and we just need to loosen these on the front and the same on the back until eventually the helmet just kind of falls away from the visor, or the visor falls away from the helmet. You should have one washer and also one screw for each little hole drilled into the helmet, and that's just how it secures it, obviously. Then we do the same on the other side. You can tell there's just one left. Now you can hold the visor and unscrew the last screw using a screwdriver with a flat head, obviously, unless you have your own tool. Then just hold the visor. You can take this little black thing off, and then you can just take it off of the helmet. And you can see there's a few marks around there. We can take them off later. Now we just want to make sure we've got all of the washers and screws, so we're going to just line them up nicely. We should have two screws, four screws, two for each, two washers, although I only have one for one side because I lost them, or one of them, in this crash. But anyway, moving on. I'm gonna take the helmet to itself now and just put that to one side so we can start to clean the visor. So we're going to get our helmet care kit. You don't have to have the same one as this, but we'll take all of the stuff out of that and we'll get our visor. We're going to use the helmet and visor and goggle cleaner, and we're just literally going to spray it on in a couple different places so the whole visor is covered. And then once that's all done, we can grab our cloth and just wipe that over the visor a few times until it's all sort of not streaky anymore. It looks like there's no liquid on there. So we'll do that a few times until it all looks good, and then we're ready to flip it around. You can see nice and shiny there. You can see your reflection in it, and so we'll flip it around, do the same thing there, spray some more visor cleaner. You don't have to use loads, but obviously it should be enough to make a difference. So just then wiping it off on this side as well using the rag or cloth, and we're all good. So now we can actually get to cleaning the helmet itself. We've got our own little cloth here that we're going to use to get rid of most of the big bits of dirt and oil and whatnot around where the helmet screws are, and then by the vents there normally tends to be some accumulated. And you can go around the whole helmet now, just kind of cleaning off the big solid bits of dirt that you want to get off so it looks nice, especially in photos. So now we're going to take the helmet outside and we're going to get some of our freshener for the inside, all of the foam inside of the helmet. We're going to shake it up a little bit. I don't know why, I'll just do this. I think it probably helps. And then literally just spray it in like it's what's it called? Spray in on this shows I don't eat it. Cream, foam, I don't know, that stuff. We're going to spray it. It smells very strongly, my one of lemon and lime, but yeah, it doesn't smell that much like lemon and lime. It's quite artificial. Don't worry, it will fade over time, but we're just going to spray it all in to the padding and then leave it there for about 20 minutes, half an hour. That's quite a long time, but then you know that it's all soaked into the helmet, as you can see there, and it's just going to stop it from smelling like sweat or rainwater, which is really good because it's quite distracting having a smelly helmet, and it's just not nice because you have to keep it, well, I don't know, for me, in my room. We'll swap out our tinted visor for a clear one, and this is the one we're going to put back on the helmet. So we'll just give it a quick spray with all of the products we were using before to make sure that it's nice and clean. It does have a couple of scratches on it, so it might look like there's some imperfections, but unfortunately we just can't clean those out. We're going to put some anti-fog on there as well, just on the inside, because of course we're not going to be breathing on the outside of our visor, hopefully. And then just rub that in the same we would as anything else. So time to go and get our helmet from outside. All of the foam has gone into the helmet, we can put the visor back on. So we're going to put that little black connector thing on the helmet. You might need to put it on the side when you put the screws back on so the washers don't fall off like they did when we took them off of the helmet. If you do this, just make sure you do it on something soft so you don't scratch up your helmet, because that is very annoying. But anyway, then we can line those up, put in the front screws as well, obviously if you have all the washers you need, because you don't get in silly crashes, then you'll need to keep it on the side for this. Just use the same screwdriver to, screw it back in, and make sure that that front one is a little bit looser so that you can actually take your visor up and down, and then make sure that they're the same sort of even tightness on either side of the visor so that it's not getting pulled down on one side and loose on the other. And yeah, that's it. Now you should have a nice clean helmet. Lots of polish on there. If you used polish, you can use some turtle wax or another product, I don't know, I don't use any. So yeah, now you should have a nice clean visor, a nice clean helmet with a decent smelling inside, although that smell of sweat and rainwater never fully leaves, unfortunately. So there it is, all done. Just wanted to say a big thank you to all you guys for watching. It's been great. Recently the video has been doing quite well, and I've had some fun in the off season from the SEK Championship doing these kind of different videos, doing some experimenting. So yeah, it's been fun. Thank you guys for supporting it. And yeah, here's some footage from a bit of testing I was doing last week or the week before, just trying to stay sharp for the race, which is next week, which will be round 6, which is crazy. We've only got a few rounds left now of the championship, so we'll see if we can carry our momentum over from last time. With that said, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.